Hey there, thanks for listening and welcome to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you're looking to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, all while staying true to who you are and the people you serve, this is the show for you. I'm Jennifer Tamborski, digital marketing strategist, fractional CMO, and founder of Virtual Marketing Experts. My team and I work with 6- and 7-figure coaches, consultants, and online entrepreneurs who are tired of playing the guru game of one-size-fits-all marketing. They're ready to create a business and marketing strategy that actually builds relationships with their ideal clients, creates massive shifts in their business, and rapidly increases their revenue. As your marketing matchmaker, I'm going to help you find the perfect marketing match for you. This show will teach you how to reach your ideal client, connect with your audience, build that perfect relationship, and generate more revenue. All through a process I like to call dating your ideal client. Now let's go have some fun. Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. So if you're like most of my clients and my audience, you're probably in growth mode right now, right? And I know we're wrapping up the end of the year. And as you're thinking about next year, you might be thinking about how you can scale, how you can accelerate your growth. And one of the things that I know a lot of people hear is that ads, specifically Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube ads, Google ads, all of those different ad platforms are really that secret sauce to scaling. And they absolutely can be if you're ready for them. But here's where most people get tripped up. They dive into ads without the right foundation in place. A lot of times they do so by hiring an agency that tells them that they can get them XYZ results. And here's a reality check for you. Hiring an agency is a big investment. Most agencies charge somewhere between $2,500 to $10,000 a month in just agency fees. That does not include your ad spend, which honestly, for the most part, could and should match the amount that you're paying the agency or more. Those costs often come with a big commitment as well. Usually a minimum of 90 days up to somewhere in the neighborhood of a year. So before you go signing on the dotted line and start dishing out at least $5,000 a month, let's make sure you're really ready for ads so that you can see results that you're looking for. Here's what I want you to get from this episode. Want to save you from jumping into ads too soon and really watching your money disappear without those leads and sales that you are banking on. I have seen clients pour $20, $30, $40, $50,000 or more in ads. And because they skipped some crucial steps, they didn't get what they expected, and they ended up being very disappointed in the agency they worked with and in their overall results. So today I'm going to break down the 3 essential items you need before you are ready to run an agency, before you are ready to run ads or hire an agency. So let's dive into this, because if there is one thing that will make or break your ads, it is knowing exactly who your ideal audience is. I know you've heard this before because I've said it over and over. You have to know your customer better than anyone else. But let's get real about why this matters and what it actually looks like in practice. When I say know your customer, I'm talking about more than age or gender or where they live. I mean, really understanding the heart of what makes them tick. What are their biggest challenges? The things that keep them up at night? What are their day-to-day life look like? What solutions are they looking for? This is the kind of depth you need to know before you spend $1 on ads. And here's why. The more you understand your ideal client, the better you can tailor your messaging, the right imagery, and even decide where your ads should show up. Think about it for a minute. If you're targeting busy working moms who need quick solutions, your messaging will look different than if you're speaking to a young entrepreneur who's looking to grow their business. Each of them are very critical to know. When you understand your ideal clients, you can make ads that feel like you're speaking directly to them. And that means that you're going to be more effective, more memorable, and ultimately more successful when running ads. Imagine for a minute you're scrolling through your social media and something pops up that feels like it was just made for you. That's the experience you want to create for your customers when you're running ads. And to get there, you have to know them inside out. So, some practical steps, because I always want to send you away with actionable items to implement. Start with customer research. This can be as simple as sending out a survey to your email list or chatting with your current clients, or better yet, asking really good questions when you're having any kind of sales calls so you understand where your clients or your potential clients are at before they start working with you. Oftentimes, when we bring on clients and we take them through a transformation, if we wait until the end of the transformation, they may not necessarily remember where they were at the beginning. So when you're on a sales call or when you're out there doing any kind of customer research, make sure that you're asking them about their struggles, about their goals, about what solutions they're really looking for to help them. Trust me, people love to share their experiences. So if they think it's going to help them or others get results they want, they will give you this information. And it can be the key to really being able to reach a cold audience, which most ads are designed to do, or being stuck with testing for longer periods of time. Create a full-on document where you are really creating this ideal client profile. If it helps, give this person a name. But most importantly, map out their demographics, their interests, their personalities, their daily habits, their struggles, their goals, what solutions they're looking for. Think about how your product, service, or solution will fit into their world. This isn't just a one-time thing either, my friends. You need to keep tweaking it as you learn more about your audience. As you start having more and more productive sales calls, you can start adding things to this document. Or as you start onboarding new clients, depending on what your product, service, or solution is, you can also continue to add things by understanding what questions they're asking or what problems they're working on. And then make sure that you're listening to their language, because this is huge. Pay attention to the exact words or phrases they use when describing their struggles. You really want to mirror this language in your ads, because when people see wording that resonates with what it is they're struggling and their own experience, they are more likely to think, she gets me or he gets me, and I really need to see what's next. I've worked with clients in the past, and one in particular that I've been thinking about around this understanding your ideal client is someone who actually started running ads before they were ready, right? They had an excellent product. They had very good sales rate. Like they were doing great on their warm audience. But here's the thing, when you take your product, service, or solution out into the market, into a cold audience, and you're trying to attract the same people that are in your warm audience, the messaging might need to be a little bit different, because those people that buy from you, both when they know you, when they know who you are, what you do, and who you serve, don't need as much upfront information about you. Whereas the person on the other side who doesn't know who you are really needs to be able to connect with you, and they need to be able to connect with you quickly. Because they weren't sure as much about their messaging, we did the customer research, right? We asked their customers what it is that they struggle with, what words really brought their attention and made them want to connect with her, and replicated that. Once we could really drill in her messaging and understand her ideal client, it helped us to create ads and to create messages and funnels and all of the pieces that brought in the people who are actually ready, willing, and able to buy from you. That is what we're looking to do. So knowing your customer isn't just a nice to have. It is the foundation for everything that comes next, whether that's ads or just marketing yourself in general. Without this insight, you're often shooting in the dark when it comes to your marketing. And when you take the time to really understand your ideal client's world, your ads specifically can start feeling less like ads and more like a conversation they actually want to have. So before you even think about spending money on ads, get incredibly clear about who you're talking to. Now you know who you should be talking to. The next step is messaging that clicks. Because I will tell you right now, if you're not speaking directly to your ideal client in a way that really resonates, even the best targeting in your ads won't save you. You have got a split second to grab someone's attention as they scroll through their social media feed. So your messaging needs to make them stop, look, and feel, and be interested in your ad. They have to see that ad and really go, this is speaking directly to me. And that all comes from ideal messaging. Good messaging does more than just sound nice. It is like a magnet for the right people. And the right people, they're the ones that see your ad and think, finally, someone totally gets where I'm at. That's the power of speaking to your ideal customers' needs, wants, fears in language that they can hear. Without this, you might attract the wrong audience, or even worse, no one at all. Think of your messaging almost like a handshake in a crowded room. If it's too vague, it's like, hi, I'm a person with a business. But when it's targeting and specific, it's more like, hey, I know exactly what you're going through, and here's how I can help you get to where you want to go. So when we're talking about messaging that clicks, there are a couple of things that you want to make sure are in there. You need to start off with a hook. And a hook really is something that is going to capture their attention. More importantly, it's something that's going to call them out with where they're at right now. So if you're a business owner and you're struggling with getting leads, you might start with something like, hey, tired of chasing leads? Or if you're selling health services, it could be something around looking for your dream body. You want to go beyond the surface level problems and really speak to the struggle that they're having. However, you also need to keep in mind that your audience isn't at the full transformation yet, right? They're at the beginning stages, so you have to be messaging them where they're at. If your program is designed to transform their life, can't really start with, want to transform your life? That concept is way too big. The hook needs to be direct and really connect with them right where they're at right now. And I will also say it's not enough to just talk about the problem. You also have to show what their life would look like after they work with you, after they take your course, whatever that thing is that you're bringing them in with. So maybe it's imagine spending less time on the small stuff and more time being productive and growing your business. Or what if you had more time to focus on what matters most in your life? This type of language invites people to really picture themselves on the other side, experiencing the benefits of what you offer, which will help them to connect with not just the problem, but also the solution. Also, speak in their language. And this is where really understanding your customers and that customer research comes in. Use the same words and phrases that your ideal clients use when they're talking about their struggles and goals. So if your clients are struggling and feeling frustrated because they feel overwhelmed, then don't say manage your time. Say take control of your day without feeling burnout. If your clients are wanting to sell, don't focus on making more money. Focus on really how they can close deals. When people see words that reflect their own experiences, they are much more likely to connect to your message. And the last thing is make sure that you have a clear call to action in every piece of your ad. That means your copy and your creatives and wherever you're sending them next. Don't assume that people are going to know what to do next. You have to be clear and direct and specific about your call to action. If you give them too many options, or if you don't tell them what to do, I will guarantee you they will do nothing. I actually saw a friend of mine. She decided to run ads on her own. Of course, she didn't reach out and ask questions, but the ad came through my feed. And when I saw it, there was literally no call to action on it. There was nothing. It was just a post, which was really nice information, but it didn't tell you what to do. So obviously I reached out to her and I was like, look, I get it. You're trying to save money and you want to run these ads all by yourself. I get that. And all of your posts must have a clear call to action on it. Otherwise, people aren't going to do anything. And then you're wasting a whole lot of money on ads. When it comes to understanding your ideal client, you are then better able to create messaging that speaks directly to them. I had a client who was struggling with her messaging. It wasn't that she didn't have a successful business, because she very much did. It was when she was going out into the cold audience, the message that she was delivering was attracting clients or potential clients, audiences who weren't necessarily ready to buy. And that becomes a problem when you're running ads. Your ads really do need to attract the people who have the money to invest in your product, service, or solution and who are ready to buy. So we did an audit of her messaging and really dialed into a message that would attract people who were ready to invest in themselves and take their business to the next level. When we did that, we literally doubled her not only signups, but purchases. It allowed her to go from $500,000 to $1 million in 1 year. Really dialing in your messaging in a way that speaks directly to your clients is the key, honestly, to creating ads that click. It's all about creating a bridge between what your customer needs and what you offer. Make them feel seen and heard and understood. When they see your ad, they should instantly recognize that you are speaking directly to them. So before you hit go on ads, take the time to really craft messaging that truly calls in the right people. It's the difference between ads that get ignored and ads that actually bring in leads and sales. Now let's talk about that last piece that you absolutely need to have before you can run ads. And that's a funnel that actually converts. Because if your funnel isn't leading people to buy, then all the ad spend is just going to waste. A lot of people think that once they have a lead magnet, a few emails, a landing page, they're good to go. But here's the reality. Setting up a funnel is the easy part. Making it effective is where the real work comes in. Without a clear and tested path from ads to sales, you're missing the most critical piece of successful ads. The whole purpose of a funnel is to guide your ideal customers from the moment they see your ad to the point where they're ready to make a purchase. And if any point of that process, whether it's the landing page or the follow-up emails or the sales page, isn't hitting that mark, then your funnel is just a dead end. And if you're running ads to a funnel that's a dead end, you're wasting money. The biggest mistake I see business owners make is launching their ads before they know if their funnel really works. They're driving traffic to an untested system, and it ends up being an expensive experiment. Testing and refining your funnel before you bring in paid traffic will really save you from spending a big chunk of your budget without seeing any return. And I know, I hear you. You're asking me, how do you test and refine without running ads first? That's a whole other episode in itself that I will be happy to dive into if you're interested in. But I will tell you right now that it is essential to test your funnel and make sure that it doesn't just bring in leads, it brings in buyers before you run ads. Your lead magnet needs to offer real value and be closely related to your product, service, or solution. It's not just about getting any leads. It's about attracting the right leads. So if you're selling a coaching program, for example, your lead magnet might be a mini course or a workbook or a webinar that gives people a taste of your approach. The key is to make sure that anyone downloading your lead magnet is interested in what you're ultimately selling. Otherwise, you're wasting time, energy, and money. Once someone grabs your lead magnet, don't leave them hanging. I see this all the time. I've had so many clients come to me where they didn't have a nurture sequence on the back end of their lead magnet. This is your chance to build trust, to show value, to guide them towards your primary offer. So a well thought out email sequence is essential here. Use these emails to address pain points, share testimonials, explain how your solution can make the real difference in their world. Make each email purposeful and lead them to a closer point to where they're ready to buy from you. Make sure that you have a high impact sales page. So when someone clicks through to your sales page, generally through your email sequence, they're getting closer to making a decision. So this page really does need to make crystal clear, persuasive arguments about why they want to buy from you. Focus on the benefits, not just the features, and make it super clear how your product, service, or solution solves the problem that they have. Make sure that you're using testimonials on the sales page or social proof to really help reinforce that you deliver results with your offers. Whether it's signing up for a call or starting a free trial or purchasing, the CTA on your sales page needs to be front and center. Honestly, it needs to be above the fold. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means when you open up the page, it's the first thing you see is the CTA in some way, shape, or form. This will really help them confidently take the next step and make it frictionless as possible for them to say yes to your offer. A lot of funnels fall short when it comes to ads because people launch them untested. So before you start running ads, before you even start looking for an agency, before you step into the world of paying for traffic, test your funnel with organic traffic first. Share your lead magnet on social media, send it to your email list, promote it in groups, connect with other people. Watch how people move through each stage and see if they're converting. If they're not, tweak it and test again. This way, you're investing in ads only once you know that people are actually going to buy from the funnel. I can't reiterate this enough. If you are launching untested funnels, I will guarantee you are going to spend more money testing them on ads than you will make in ROI. All of these pieces of your business are essential to really making ads work. So before you step into that world, make sure that you have them in place. A funnel that converts isn't just a nice to have. It's not just a nice to have in your general business, much less in ads. But with ads, it really is the engine that makes your ads profitable. That customer journey that guides people from ad click to sale needs to be refined until it is working on autopilot. That way you're not just paying for people to look at your landing page. You're paying for real measurable results. Alrighty, my friends, let's wrap this up. I want to reiterate the 3 essentials you must have in place before you're ready to run ads or hire an agency. You really need to know your customers inside and out. You need to be able to craft messages that actually clicks with them, they understand, and it feels like you're speaking to them. And you need to build a funnel that doesn't just look pretty, it actually brings in buyers. When all of these pieces are in place, ads can become a powerful tool to grow your business. Without them, though, it's more like burning your money, honestly. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, this all sounds great, how do I know if I'm really ready? Or how do I get ready? I got you. Here's your next step. Book a free strategy call with me. In just one session, we'll dive into your specific situation and you'll walk away with at least one actionable item you can implement right away to help you grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to scale up, this call is all about giving you clarity and direction. Let's get you on the path to scaling your business. And if you want, using ads in a way that will actually work for you. Head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com and book your call. Until our next episode, make sure that you are getting to know your clients in a way that no one else does. That you are creating messaging that actually clicks with them, and that you're thinking about or building a customer journey that actually brings in buyers. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.